one of the best in the business. Please welcome the Big Daddy, the funniest guy around, Mr. Jeff Wayne. Yes! Woo!
And there's no communication with these kids, and I blame the California educational system. See, in California we have what is called feel-good education. Do not fail the student, do not hurt their self-esteem. Joey, what's 2 plus 2? 3? You're so close, Joey. So we don't fail the student, we don't hurt their self-esteem. What's the result? A bunch of stupid people that feel good about themselves. And you know this is true with all teenagers. You go to your local mall, go to the food court, just like I did here today, and you run into it. Girl gives me a drink. Did you want a straw with that? No, let me suck it right through the lid. She said, you got a bad attitude. I said, you're stupid. Now, I can always change my attitude, but Thank you.
Are you from Kentucky?
I am from Kentucky, and I'll describe the city I'm from. I'm from Newport, Kentucky. 1974, there was one tornado, 6 blocks of devastation, $25 worth of damage. I go home once a year for my GED reunion. By the way, Byron, do you know why there's no cold case files in Kentucky?
No, why not?
Because everybody has the same DNA and nobody has any teeth. Those are the type of jokes I have to hear all the time because, listen, I am white trash. Yes. Yeah. For the more elegant members of the audience, Caucasian debris, we are the world's last oppressed minority, okay? Any other group, you make a joke about them, you're insensitive, you're racist. You can say whatever you want about white trash. Nobody cares. Not even white trash. I had to talk to her about sex a couple weeks ago, though. I know that her mother's talked to her, and she knows, but she came home with a guy with a mohawk, tattoos. How you doing? So I waited till he left. I said, honey, can I talk to you for a few minutes? I want to talk to you about the birds and the bees. Dad! Her face got so red. Dad! I know about sex. I said, no, you don't know about sex. And let me tell you what you don't know, young lady. What you didn't hear for your friends or what you didn't hear on the street. If you have sex with him, your father will die. You have sex with him and your father is a dead man. And I told her, I'll give you $100 to drop him right now. She's a smart girl. She took the money. But she's up to $600 a month. Now, my son, who I said was 13, thank God, we found a Playboy magazine in his bedroom. Oh, thank God for that. You know, I remember the days when, like, my parents found a Playboy magazine in my room. They didn't think that was a great thing. Of course, that was a different time. I got a spanking for that, you know. But they never knew about the National Geographic. Oh, man. I believe Freud was right. Our first sexual impulse, wherever it comes from, stays with us forever. And I believe that's true because to this day, if I see a woman with a plate in her mouth, you should have seen my wedding night. Come on, honey, one time. Just put that plate in. Come on, baby, one time.
Are you proud to be from Kentucky?
Yes, I am proud. We have stuff to be proud of. We have Kentucky Fried Chicken. Wherever you go in the world, there's Kentucky Fried Chicken. I was working in Denmark. With my act, you have to travel. And after the show, they have Kentucky Fried Chicken there. This lady said, is that all you people eat in Kentucky is fried chicken? And I said, yes. She said, well, that cholesterol must clog up your veins. I said, that's what we make bourbon for. One shot, you're cleared up. So he's 13, time to talk about the birds and the bees. We sit down, you know, and I said, we're going to talk about the birds and the bees. See, my father never talked to me about this, you know. My father was always embarrassed about stuff like this. I'll never forget, we were driving through the country, you know. I knew something was going on. I seen a bull on top of a cow. Dad, what's going on over there? Nothing. A strong wind blew the bull on top of the cow. So the cow is smiling. Well, she thinks it's funny. There seems to be emotion going on. They're making cookies now. Shut up! I knew they weren't making cookies. I saw my mom make cookies. You don't make cookies like that. So I didn't want my son to go through that. So I sat down with him. I said, hey, you're 13 years old. Time to talk about the birds and the bees. Sex, everybody does it, nothing to be embarrassed about. I said, but it comes with a little responsibility, mister. Pretty good so far, don't you think? I said, now let's cut to the chase. You must know a few things, so you tell me what you know and we'll take it from there. Well, 3.5 hours later, I was one horny guy. Hey, you've been wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great balls of fire. I let it